Hi, my name is Randy Koster. I'm the owner of BowslingerPro, and today I'm going to show you how to install the BowslingerPro on the riser of this Matthews wake. Okay, for installing the adapter on the riser, we're going to use three different kinds of knots. The very first one for keeping it on the riser is going to be the prusik hitch. And keep your cord ends reasonably even, and you definitely want to keep them straight so they're going to be on the same side. You don't want to get them twisted around. And what I like to do, and what I also recommend, is as we pull it through the loop end here, is whichever direction the force is going to be going when you're carrying it, I like to have the loop pointing that direction. So you can see when there's force on it, it's going to be pointing the direction that it's being pulled on. Now we're going to need to go around 2 more times, so I'm going to spread this out. Again, I want to keep my cord ends reasonably even and keep my cords on the same sides. And I'm going to feed it back through the loop here again. And you can see how it's already starting to cinch down. Now, the riser is, if you have a smaller space, 2 loops around may do just fine. But I'm going to do the full 3 because that's the way I do it on every point where I connect the adapter. Feed it back through. Go back in through my loop. And I want to keep the two that I'm feeding through, I'm always going to keep in the middle. So I want to make sure I've got that spread out enough. When I pull this through, they will be in the middle. And then on the same side. And I'm going to rotate this around just a little bit to get that cinched up. There we've got the first parts of our prusik hitch. And if you want to continue working that, you can get that even a little bit tighter. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and give it a good pull to snug up. And then I'm going to follow in to a snake knot. Alright, so we have the prusik hitch cinched down, and I'm going to go in the knot. There's plenty of good videos on YouTube for making a snake knot, but I want to start with taking my left hand side, looping under like that. I'm going to take the right hand side, go the loop, come back out, and I want to get that snugged up in there. And then again, taking what was the right hand side, I'm going to go back through the loop, and now I want to get it nice and snug, push that knot up in there. And there, now I've got a stopping knot on my prusik hitch. Now the next piece that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the quick disconnect socket. And I'm going to take one of the pieces of cord. It doesn't really matter which one, whichever one works out best. Put it through there, and then I'm going to make 2 more snake knots. That's my preference. If you're good with paracord and paracord knots, you can use whatever knots you think appropriate. I tried to pick some that I thought were pretty easy. So I'm going to cinch that up nice and I'm going to make 1 more snake knot. Just get that up in there nice and tight. So then I like to get the knot into the middle here. So I'm going to pull one of the ends back through just so I can work that knot into the middle of the webbing underneath the quick disconnect pocket. Whoops, pull through too far. Now this is one point where you could stop if you want. The pocket's going to function. The adapter is going to function exactly as it should. I like to continue on with another knot. So I'm working my way up the adapter so that it's covered with some paracord and quiet it. Again, if you want to get fancy, you could work your way back down and then work up over the webbing. It's okay to leave that webbing exposed. It's really just a matter of preference as far as how it looks. So the next knot that we're going to use is a Western Country whipping knot. And this one is just super simple because it's really just an old-fashioned overhand knot. So I'm going to do it on the one side, get it nice and snug. Go to the other side of the pocket, other side of the adapter. Do it on the side opposite. Back to the first side again. And this is where it's nice to have plenty of paracord that comes in the kit. You don't have to worry about running out of any of it. Plenty's been included, so you have a good hold on the paracord. Plenty to attach it to the bow where you want. So it depends on how you want to fit it. So you can see I'm getting to the end of the pocket here. I'm going to get it nice and tight. Now if you want, one method of finishing it off is just tying 2 or more in a row. Make sure that you've got, put a knot on there. I could even put another snake knot on there, but I just want to make sure I've got enough clearance. I'm doing it that way, so I'm going to go ahead and put my quick disconnect on there and make sure I've got enough clearance. I do. But in this case, what I like to do is I'm up plenty high, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to melt the ends into the paracord here. And we go ahead and cut our ends on the paracord, and so what I'm going to do is using my rope gun. You're probably going to be using a lighter to do this, and I don't really want to burn the ends of the paracord. I really just want to get them hot enough to where I get a good melt. Just like on a D-loop. You don't really want to burn the end of that D-loop. You just want to get a good melt into there to keep it from unraveling. Do the other side. So with this, I'm kind of controlling the heat on here with the trigger. You want to do the same with your lighter. If you're using a lighter or soldering iron. Just get it warm enough so it's melted into the other paracord. If you want a little extra assurance on there, a little bit of crazy glue or fletching glue could be in order. I've got some fletching glue right here, and I'm just doing this for demo because the melt really does a good job. So I'm going to just put a little fletching glue or crazy glue down in there. the same thing here. Again, if you're familiar with paracord, there's commonly used as high performance wood filler to go down in there and kind of stiffen up the paracord ends. So there we have it, an adapter mounted on the riser. So I hope you enjoyed this tech talk of putting the BowslingerPro and BowslingerPro adapter. Any questions, please contact us at BowslingerPro on Instagram or BowslingerPro on Facebook, or you can also go to innovarchery.com and contact us through the website.